My parents were huge Yellowstone fans. I hadn't watched it yet. They were begging me to watch it, and I got this email, and my parents were like, well, now you have to watch it. And they were like,
Hi there, and welcome into a brand new week on Celebrity Salute, dedicated to the men and women who serve our country in active duty, our veterans and their families. We're here for you. God bless you. We love you. On each episode, we look for people and stories with some connection to these heroes. I am Randy Miller. It's 1923, and a cruel winter brings new challenges and unfinished business to Jacob and Kara back at the Dutton Ranch. Of course, we're talking about the great Paramount Plus series, 1923, with Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren, and a couple of interesting characters, Alexander and Spencer. Alexandra Dutton is played by Julia Schlaepfer, now streaming on Paramount Plus, and we are so excited to have Julia join us here on Celebrity Salute. Julia, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great. Listen, I know that the season finale is already here this Sunday.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know it's flown by. I can't believe it either. It's wild that this season is already coming to a close.
Well, you play such a great character. Did you know how to ride horses before you got this part?
You know, I have a lot of family in Colorado, so I had ridden a little bit, but I was no cowgirl, that's for sure. And they brought us out before season one. Taylor Sheridan does something that's so lovely for his cast, where he really immerses them in the world beforehand. And we got to work with some of the best cowboys and cowgirls and wranglers in the world, and they really put us through boot camp. I was hurting at the end of that, for sure.
I was going to say, if you've never ridden a horse and you go to like a horse boot camp, yeah, you're going to feel some pain for a few days, right?
Oh, yeah, those wranglers were making a lot of fun of us. we had the pets going. We had a really, really fun time. Nobody fell off, though. That was our one claim to fame, because apparently during Yellowstone boot camp and 1883 boot camp, they both had somebody fall off a horse, and we didn't have anybody fall off a horse.
Okay. So you're in the good class. You're in the class is the best so far. Of course, 1923 on Paramount Plus season 2 finale is this Sunday already, and you talked a little bit about You're married to Spencer Dutton, and you guys as actors have such great chemistry. Did that just come about naturally? Did you know each other before the show?
It did. It came about naturally. It's funny because the entire cast, when we all met on the first day, they thought that me and Brandon had known each other and were old friends. But we were just meeting for the first time. Somehow our casting director and Taylor just kind of knew that we would really hit it off, and we've had that very natural banter chemistry that Spencer and Alex had from the beginning. And then we traveled the world together, so we just got closer and closer. It was great.
That's so cool. How did you come into this world of Taylor Sheridan?
Well, it just like any other audition. I got the email, I got the script that, they were making this show with Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford, and my parents were huge Yellowstone fans. I hadn't watched it yet. They were begging me to watch it, and I got this email, and my parents were like, well, now you have to watch it. And they were like, and they were also like, you also have to get this role for us. Do it for us. And so I went through the audition process and, had my final big audition with Taylor Sheridan, and everything just kind of clicked. And I'm so lucky now to be a part of this world. It's been really special to be a part of the Dutton family.
Well, and it's the part of the Dutton family that also includes Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. So that's got to be a pretty special combination for you to kind of walk into, right?
Oh, absolutely. And they're just the coolest people. I mean, they wanted to hang out with us. They would come visit us at cowboy camp. They're not only the best actors in the world, but they're the coolest people in the world. And I will myself forever that I got to be in the same show as them, let alone get to hang out with them. They're really special.
I just saw Harrison Ford in a Jeep commercial. I mean, the guy can even make Jeeps just look so cool.
Oh, well, of course he can. It's Harrison Ford.
That's right. That's right. And so how did you get into acting originally, Julia? What was your first paid acting gig?
Oh, gosh. Well, I was just out of college. I went to college for acting, and I got a couple lines on a show called Madam Secretary on CBS. And that was my first acting role. And
so did you know from that beginning, you're like, okay, this is going to be it? I know I'm in the right place?
Yeah, I was training to be a professional ballerina first, and I got injured, and I knew I wanted to perform, so I made the pivot to acting, and I pretty much knew immediately when I started acting that was what I was meant to do and just wanted to spend the rest of my life doing it. So I've been very fortunate to be able to make that work so far.
And do you still dance?
I do, yes, I do. I dance as much as I can. I still really love it, and now I get to enjoy it as opposed to it feeling a bit like torture.
Now, had you been to Montana before you started the show?
I had not, no. I grew up in Washington State, so I loved, the outdoors and nature, but I had never been to Montana. And pretty immediately when I started working out here for the show, I fell in love with it, and I actually recently bought a ranch out here and moved here full time. So I live in Montana now.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I've only been to Montana once, and it was on a horseback trip, and we went up the Swan Mountains, and it was just an incredible place. And to be able to live there, that's got to be fantastic. And you got a ranch, so do you have horses?
Not quite yet. That's the goal. I've talked to Taylor about it. Taylor Sheridan feels very protective over the fact that he feels responsible for the fact that I uprooted my life and bought a ranch. And so he was worried about me at first, and he told me that if I wanted to come out to Texas to his ranch, he'd put me through boot camp on how to take care of horses. So eventually I'll be doing that, and a little bit down the line when I feel like I'm ready, I want to get some horses and maybe some cows, but we'll see. For now, I'm just enjoying, the open space. It's the most beautiful place in the world, in my opinion. So, I love it. I fully immerse myself in the Yellowstone world.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And your mom and dad, they've got to be crazy about it. If they were already fans, I mean, are they calling you every day and asking you about plot lines and different things? Oh,
for sure. My dad is like the biggest super fan, so he doesn't want to hear a thing. He wants no spoilers. He is so strict about it. Whereas my mom, she'll call me every day and be like, wait, so what happens next? And she wants to know every little detail. But they're having the time of their lives. They're over the moon. I took them to the premiere, and I think they had the best time of anyone there.
Oh, that's great.
They just love this show so much. And my parents got to meet Harrison Ford, and my dad and him got to chat a little bit, and so that's really special too.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that is so cool. Well, Julia, our audience is mainly active duty military veterans and their families. Do you have any military in your family?
I do. Yeah, my dad was actually a pilot in the Navy, and he was stationed out in Oak Harbor, Washington.
Oh,
that's
wow.
where he met my mom. So yeah, it's a special thing, and thank you everyone for your service.
Well, listen, if when they used to have pinup girls for the troops, you would be the pinup girl right now for the troops that are serving. I mean, you just fit the bill of beauty and personality and everything. So, listen, thank you so much for taking the time today, and continued great success. What a great show. Can't wait to see the finale this Sunday.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for chatting with me. It's been great to talk to you.
You've been listening to Celebrity Salute. Celebrity Salute is produced by Brainstorm Media and distributed by National Defense Network, with host Randy Miller and executive produced by Nate Herron. Be sure to visit us at nationaldefensenetwork.com. This podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also say, Alexa, play the National Defense Network podcast.